The impressive Will Cave wearing 7 and in the hat. Round the back they go, half a gap. Borton towards that line. James Borton continues to score tries for Chinnor, and he's opened their account. What a good, patient build-up and good execution. Chinnor in front here early at Goldington Road.
Yeah, really nice work from James Borton there. I used to play with him when we were at Ealing Trailfinders. He didn't. I think he also was one of the people who fell out of with rugby a little bit.
Chamberlain adds the extra couple of points. Blues' first venture into the 22. Good save at the top of the lineup by Rory Ward. Titherington half through the gap. Day round the corner to Alangi. Large motors working very fast towards the line, and he's there. And that is the try that many will see as just, because on the occasion of his 50th appearance, Fred Tuolangi gets on there at the end of a sweeping Bedford Blues move, Jake Parkinson. There almost seemed as though there was very little Chinnor could do about that.
Yeah, it comes from discipline, that's where it started, and there could only be one man there to score the try. It's Fred Tuolangi. High scoring, we hope, and we're seeing that.
Maisie adds a couple of extra points. Bit of space here for Adamson. Adamson round the outside. Adamson, a chip over the top. How does the ball bounce awkwardly for him? Oh! Of course it does, because he is Dean Adamson. He has the ball on a piece of string, you know.
Magic.
The club's leading scorer does it again. What about that, Jake Parkinson?
Magic. His acceleration off a pace, when he gets the ball in his hands, he says, "See you later" to the winger. And then, what a perfectly placed kick. A rugby ball can bounce in funny ways, but he just seems to control it so well, and he knew exactly where that ball was going and picked up on the end of it.
He ignored a couple of players inside him. Maisie's kick obliges. More points. The ball dead and say, let's go and have an orange. Well, it is fascinatingly poised. I'm not quite sure where that last exchange leaves every time. I'm not going to get your thoughts on that, Jake. It's like I'd eaten too much cheese.
Well done to the croissant.
Tuolangi has read it beautifully. Fred Tuolangi to the races. Here he goes. Yes, sir.
Great read. Great read. Picks the pockets of Nathan Chamberlain there. Strolls in.
There won't be a more popular score at Goldington Road. And there was a little bit of panic. After about running 5-6 metres, he suddenly realised that no one was with him. Nervously at his watch.
That's a perfect start for Bedford. They couldn't have asked for much more straight after half-time.
Carter. There is Chamberlain. Good line. Excellent line from Watson. Watson turns him inside out. Oh, maybe. Just maybe. Little bit of afters happening in the middle of the field. I wonder if our cameras will catch that. Finn Brown is fighting 2 or 3 different Chinnor players. Tom Watson doesn't care. Chinnor do break through. Fresh from a spell in the bin. What a line this is.
Yeah, that's a great line. I think they've actually chosen the hardest of all the opportunities they've had to score, but they've been patient. They've got the reward.
Straightforward conversion, which Nathan Chamberlain obliges. It's an 8-point game here at Goldington Road. Hands are in the air. They want to go the same way quickly. There's loads of bodies on this right-hand side. Heffernan has no interest. Now he does. Conway, lovely hands. Maisie. Well, helped a little bit by that unfortunate penalty decision, but you can't argue with the way that the Blues have just converted that opportunity. You mentioned about points per entry. Look at the way the Blues have converted that. Maisie with the conversion.
Chinnor, even with a bonus point or 2, that could be really massive for them.
Luke Carter to the line. It's a try, and I think there might be more. No, there isn't. The referee says quickly get through it. Luke Carter immediately turns and kicks the ball through the posts. That's what we were talking about. All of a sudden, 7 points and a quick restart, and this is game on. Carter with good presence of mind to tap and go there, find his way over the line. Suddenly there's some energy in orange.
Yeah, nice work from
And Walker is out there, lovely, beautiful. Ball is going to bounce up. Watson, can he score it? Yes, he can.
Yes.
Oh, what a pickup that is! And how about that? What does that do to Chinnor's push for the playoffs?
Well, that is
try.
absolutely
Amazing.
outstanding. Outstanding. Alan Walker, what a player. On the wing, we spoke a little bit. I was coming through at 18, 19. He put a real amount of time into me and made it easy for me to transition into the Ealing Trollfinders setup. So credit to him.
Lovely note to end on.
Setup. So credit to him.
Lovely note to end on. Chinnor do lose, but they get the maximum return from a loss. Bedford, however, have secured that second place and that home semi-final.